got a deck done tonight. Hey everybody, it's Karen from Waterfall Acrylics. Happy Tuesday. Yay. I'm on take 2 of a pour. Didn't like how it came out the first time, so this is a do-over. And kind of glad it's a do-over because the first one, there was an accident over by the park, and like the video was filled with sirens. Like there was fire trucks and ambulances and police cars, and I hope somebody is okay because it sounded serious. And it lasted about 10 minutes, and it really made a lot of noise in the video. So maybe that's why the pour didn't turn out. I don't know, but we're gonna try again. Let me show you what I'm working on. So before we get started and before I forget, let me show you the results from a previous pour. The one I did a couple nights ago with the greens and golds, where I used the new PVA, what did I use? I used the PH PVA, that's the brand name, PH. That was like archival and flexible and dries clear and said all this great stuff. Well, as that painting cured, it just muddied up and grew and grew. I didn't scrape it. I'll save it so you guys can see it, but that one's definitely going to be a pour over. But what I can show you is this guy who's finally dry. This is the result of the sponge painting method with fluid acrylics. It turned out pretty nice. It dried beautifully. I do like some of the cells in some of the areas, and the colors are pleasing. So it's just not my style anymore, but it's nice enough. So that was that one. And tonight I am pouring on an ampersand gesso board panel. It is an 8x24. It's 2 inches deep. So it's a nice like hunk. It's chunky. I think if I had a set of these on the wall, they would look great together. So I'm going to give this a go. I'll talk about my colors. I have in my first cup here the Liquitex Basics, the gold. In lieu of white tonight, I just didn't feel like tea white. I want to do something different. So I broke out, the parchment, the Artist Loft. I have a little bit of yellow from the previous pour, and I don't want a lot of it, so I'm just going to use my leftover. This is the Naples Yellow Artist Loft. And then, let me skip the brown for a second. For the blue, I have Heavy Body. This is Manganese Blue Hue, which is like the perfect shade of blue I wanted for this painting. I stared at my blues for a good 10 minutes, decided between darks and lights and not too bright, etc. And that was the winner. And then in the last cup, it's the Artist Loft Aqua Green. I had 2 shades of brown, or umber. So the first one I mixed up, it was the raw umber, which is in this cup over here, and it's just not rich enough. It's a flat color. Like if you look at this one and then look at this one, which is the very expensive, only using a little bit. This is level 7, so it cost me a pretty penny. This is the Burnt Umber Light by Golden, and you can really see the difference in those 2 colors. And this one is much more chocolatey to me and richer and pleasing to the eye. This would be good if I was looking for a substitute for black or Payne's Gray, kind of like what I do with my Pearline Green when I want a really dark green. But it doesn't go as well as this guy, so I'm using him. In my previous pour that I scraped, I tried an orange with this palette, and I bought these packets because you guys know I like Senlier brand, which is a French company, and this is orange cadmium hue, and it comes in these cool little pouches, which I love because you can get every little bit of paint out of them, easy peasy. And I thought I'd give it a try, and it overtook everything, and I really, really did not like the color combination. So I'm omitting the orange tonight, and I will save my cup of orange and put it in a jar and save it for another day. My treadmill spot on silicone, I always use this. I have 3 drops in all the colors. I need to give them a stir a second while I remember. I don't think that has any in it. The blue and the green. And then finally, my pouring medium recipe for tonight is not really an experiment, but I went with thirds. So I did a third of Floetrol, a third of just the Elmer's Glue All for my PVA, and a third of Liquitex pouring medium, which I probably didn't need at all, but I threw it in there anyway. That was probably a waste on my part, but we'll see. We'll see if it makes a difference. Giving my GAC 800 the night off. So with that, did I talk about everything? Let me drink some of my lemonade and we'll get started. I'm gonna mix up excuse me, I think I'm coming down with something. Debating on 3 or 4 like half cups, and I'm just gonna go this way. I will tell you that last night, I didn't film, but I was painting, or you could call it painting. I was experimenting. Can you guys see this if I do it here? Yeah, you can see, okay. I had to turn my tarp up so I wouldn't accidentally like lean into the table where the paint is, because I didn't clean up yet. I tarped my floor, and because I thought they were putting in new hardwood, and they didn't in here, because I did get new hardwood floors in my living room and dining room, but they left this alone, so I had to tarp it, and I got out a canvas and I threw paint, and I tried like all kinds of ways to throw paint, and I scraped, and I used craft paint. I didn't break out. I used craft paint with just Floetrol because I wasn't going to use anything good, and I threw paint, and I made a big mess. And you know what the painting looked like? It looked like somebody threw paint at the canvas. That's exactly what it looked like. It was horrible. So I guess I'm glad I got that out of my system. I'm trying to think what color I went first. I'm gonna go with the gold. And I also tried a pour, just like a pour on the canvas. And once again, it starts off great, and then it gets stripy. And like sometimes I just want to do a pour without the stripe, without the stripes, and it didn't work out. So I wasted a bunch of craft paint, but I got a lot of things out of my system, a lot of, practice, see what works, what didn't. So it was kind of fun. And I managed not to get paint on the walls, so I was pretty happy about that. I wore like shorts and a t-shirt, and I was barefoot, so all I had to do basically was take a shower afterwards. So we'll see how this turns out. I hope nobody was offended by my previous video talking about, body parts. I thought it was pretty funny. But you never know how people will take things. Nobody said anything, so I guess that's a good sign. And if you can't have a sense of humor doing this art form, then, man, it's a lost cause, because this is just way too unpredictable to take yourself too seriously. All right. Did I get them all? I think I got them all. Let's go back to my parchment. supposed to be resining tonight, and I didn't feel like it. I don't know why. I enjoy it, but it's not as fun as this. I got about 5 paintings done, and I have a bunch of little ones to go. And then I can do the hardware and start marketing those for sale. And, all right, the gold. This is probably enough paint, so I'm gonna stop. Or maybe I'll add the yellow. Maybe a little more, because I do want to kill off this yellow. So we do, we'll just do a little blue, yellow. Well, if I do blue, yellow, green, let me think of this through, because I would say blue and yellow make green, so that'd be a lot of green. So let me do just the yellow. I do like Naples yellow is my favorite shade of yellow, for sure. I love how soft it looks. Alright, just about killed that off. Maybe just a dollop of blue on this one side like this. Pick a side and just give it a little dollop and not spread it around. Creative pouring here, just making it up. I think I'm onto something. I'm not, I'm just goofing off. I'm gonna put green on the other side. Maybe they won't meet up. I feel like I'm separating my corn from my mashed potatoes, you know, for people who don't like their foods to touch. Personally, I've always mixed my corn and mashed potatoes because that's the bomb. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But, all right, let me wipe off my hands a second, put on some gloves. Let me just line these up. The tapes of this is all sided up. The tapes of this is all sided up. The sides of these are all taped up. That's pretty funny. And since I can't show it to you, well, those are doing their thing. Let me show you what one of those canvases look like, in case you're in the market to try pouring on wood. So these ampersands, the gesso boards, this is a 6x6, and it comes with a little lip here, and I tape up to that lip and then just, you know, let the paint cover that little edge. And then I usually leave this natural and then just take some clear polyurethane and make it shiny to match the resin on top. Do I have an example of that? Not resin, this one's waiting to be resin, but that's what the edges look like. So you get an idea. So this one needs to cure a while longer before it gets resin. Gloves. All right, I feel like I'm in a painting slump. Haven't had a good one in a while. Oh, I know, I tried that pH PBA on another painting. Let me see if I can show you that a second. Since I don't dare touch the big green one yet from like 2 videos ago. This is one I did a couple nights ago, maybe after the green one. I didn't film it. Let me grab it. Oh yeah, see, it's dry. Okay, well, I'll leave it on there. So it started to dry nice, and then it just gets, I don't know if you can see it with the glare, it just all ran into each other. Like none of the cells stayed whole. They all just kind of got, it's like looking at it through a magnifying glass where everything's, you know, kind of blurry, and messy and horrible, so that'll be a pour over as well. So really, really did not like that product at all. Okay, fingers crossed, man, I need a good pour. Gosh, I hope I made enough. See, I underestimate the size of these, even though because it's narrow, it's still fairly long. And I might need to make another. Wow, look at the cells. They're all running to each other. Like, hey, let's meet up. Go, go. Join together. Maybe I'll try to do. Yeah, we'll see. I don't have to worry about my sides since they're taped. But wow, the cells. What did I do different? I didn't do anything different other than add Liquitex. Seriously. I like this much better than, I'm glad I didn't add the orange again. All right. I don't know, I feel like I need, you know, these big areas to cover. I feel like I need a little cup right there. Like a little mini cup. Hold on. So I got just a little bit of my parchment. Let me add some colors to it. Since there's just like a tiny bit left, enough to make just like a mini cup. So let me go gold. A little bit of gold left. I'll just let those all hang out. Get to know each other. Missing my family. It's been 10 days. They're back in Virginia. We FaceTime every night. When the guys put in my new floor yesterday, they put all the furniture back, but they didn't put, they didn't hook up the TV correctly. And kudos to my husband. I FaceTimed him and he was like, you gotta put the black cord into that slot there and take the white cord and put it over there and look for your input signal, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, whatever you say. But it worked. He did it. Because, you know, after throwing paint around, I had to watch the Emmys because you got to see the dresses. Even though I wasn't really impressed with anything this year too much. And just let me kill off this yellow a little bit. Oh, did I do gold? Where's my gold? Oh, I did do my gold because it's empty. All right, let's stick this guy right on the end here, and then we'll give this all a tilt. Keep it right there. Pretty so far. Too bad you can't just leave it like this, you know, like do the whole canvas and not have to tilt. It'd be too much paint, but gosh, it's pretty. And the cells have grown some more, so definitely not torching or very, very high to pop bubbles so I don't get any pits or anything, but really, really lovely cells in here. These guys over here. This is gorgeous. I got the my burnt umber light color in here. It's pretty with the blue rings around it. Not bad, I say. Let's hope I don't screw it up. Now I need to tell, because that was a terrible sway. And now I'm stuck to my... Alright, let's see if I can get some of that to come down. Well, I guess I'm coming toward me. Let me go. I'll try this way. Do I have to paint in the cup? I did a terrible job with that. I'm worried about that last. How's that? To help it along. Get along, little doggies. I feel like I'm finger painting. Oh my God, it's heavy. Just gonna go slow, let it come down. To my side over here where I'm wiggling my thumb. My way a second. Got myself in a little pickle with this corner. All right, hang tight 1 second. I need to grab a spoon. Sorry about that, I usually have one handy. I'm going to try and scoop some color out of these cups without getting them muddy and kind of just finish off my edges. Like with some gold, and I'll torch like that part. That looks pretty good there. I want to do matching gold corners and kind of spread that out. A little bit of that blue there. I got a spot here. And let's try to get the gold and blue again to make it match. And I'll give that another tilt right there. Now this guy here, I'm thrilled with this so far, really am. You know what I think it is, honestly? I think it's my cups. Because there's a lot of, I'm a pretty good flip and dragger, if that's a thing. And Oh, I don't like this at all. Let me try a different cup. I have these new, like, fancy little, I don't know, I call them my carnival cups that I got at the supermarket instead of my Target cups. They're much thicker and they're not waxed. And all the paint is like sticking to the sides. So I think that might be part of the problem. Like, look, I have like a quarter cup of paint in this cup that didn't, and this is one of the ones that was sitting around for a while that didn't come out. So that's not gonna match at all. This all is very pretty, but it doesn't go. All of them, they all have a ton of paint left. So that could be the problem right there. That's why I'm like, why don't I have enough paint to cover my canvas? I do, they're still sitting in the cup. All right, let's see if we can like move that around to get it to blend some. There's like a hair there. I think I got it. All right, tilt toward me just a little bit. I'm not gonna sweat this corner too much. It goes well enough. That's really pretty painting. I don't want to screw it up too much. Let me go that way just a second, see if I can do anything about that one corner. If not, yeah, see the rest of my paint everywhere else? This is all like thinned out now. So I can't really move it around. And I don't want to like tilt it this way because these whole areas, they'll make those wonky stripes that I hate. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna come my way a little bit. And what happens, happens, and c'est la vie. We'll leave it. Yep, I think that's it. It helps stretch out some of the cells a little bit, so that's good. This mismatchy corner got a little smaller. I really don't think there's much I can do about it either. Yeah, I don't like that. Don't do that. Put that back. Right. It doesn't come on the side. All right. Gosh, I'm afraid to pick up the torch. I really am. I'm going to torch for bubbles. I'm just going to torch right here and right in there. And I'm going to call it a day. I'll zoom down, we'll take a look at it. It's got a nice balance. Even with the corner, actually the corner's actually kind of growing on me because it's got like it's like a little curtain right there, like ta-da! Underneath. I love the big cells with the burnt umber too. It's really pretty, lots of gold. Where's my torch? Sitting over here all neglected. Okay, just like this. Just to get some heat on. So I found this trick. This is one trick I did learn, is turning the torch like sideways, where you can just get the heat kind of low to pop bubbles without creating cells. It's like my new favorite thing to do. Like this. And then you can still, you know, go like this and it's still selling up right there. But I don't want a lot of babies, so it's already busy enough. I'll just maybe do this area right here. Get it to blend a little. Put up a couple babies there. And anything else I want to do? What am I doing? I'm looking at the sides. I don't have to worry about the sides. Yeah. I'm calling that done, guys. Ta-da! Let me get the camera down so you can take a close-up look. Yeah. Glad I got this one out of my system. Here we go. Okay, 30. I'm trying to get under 30 minutes for you guys. I'm at 31. So that was pretty good, considering I had to make another cup of paint and move the lamp way out of the way. Hold on. Okay. Let's see what you can see. Even with the shadow, you should be able to tell. Oh yeah, I'm liking this one. I'll see how I feel when it dries, but right now I like it a lot. Up here. Kind of go up high. Oh, where am I? There we go. And there she be. Another one in the books. Another video. Oh my God. Thanks for watching. You guys have a great night. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.